Our next award is the Business Person of the Year Award for 2015. As our ballot described, this person must be a chamber member, display exemplary community service, is public-spirited, displays vision, and is a respected community leader. Please welcome Beth Rossi to make the award presentation.
My cheaters. So I was elected, I guess, to deliver this award. Janel, as most of you know, is someone who's very outspoken and very excited about everything that she does in her life. And when I called her to see if she would give me a little insight as to how her business developed and how she ended up in Easthampton, she wrote me 2 pages here, so I'm going to read it. As is classic Janel, she did it for me. She said, not sure if this is anything you wanted. I said, it's everything I wanted. I don't have to do a thing. I started my internet career in 1995 working for Seth Godin at his internet startup Yo-Yo Dime. And then in 1998, he sold it to Yahoo for $30 million. She then moved to U.S. Virgin Islands working for a Philadelphia-based marketing company to launch Visit St. Croix, Visit St. John, and VisitSt.Thomas.com. I moved back to the States to manage global internet technologies for Spalding Sports worldwide until they were sold and closed their operations. It was after that I made the decision to finally strike out on my own, and in 2014, I started Web-tactics, Inc., a full-service web development company. I started Web-tactics from a home office, which grew into an office in downtown Northampton. Tired of dealing with high office rent and the poor parking for my clients, I moved down to Route 10 in Easthampton, right on the Northampton-Easthampton line. Now located in Easthampton and having several Easthampton clients, I decided it would benefit my business to join the Easthampton Chamber. While visiting my client Chuck Connor from Taylor Real Estate, I took notice of the empty storefront next to his business and asked about it. Chuck liked the idea of having Web-tactics next to his business, and even though it was in a shambles and the windows were covered up with paper, I could see the potential it had, and I loved the location on Shop Road. Finally, in 2013, Web-tactics opened its doors with a beautiful office at 83 Main Street in Easthampton. They are also a WBE, which is a wonderful thing to be if you're willing to do that much paperwork. I love the city of Easthampton. As a service to the city, we launched the city's first public webcam, which is enjoyed by people all over the country. So popular that the Easthampton police came to my office just after the webcam launched with ideas that the webcam technology could help them monitor problem intersections. Knowing how this technology could benefit them and the city residents, we donated a new website, and the police have a very limited budgets. I donated 2 new webcams to them. We donated a website to Riverside Industries. My sister is disabled, and it's a cause very near to my heart. We also donated a website, maintenance and hosting to the Easthampton Community Center and the Easthampton Healthy Young Youth Coalition, which is part of the Easthampton High School. And around the country, we've donated websites and services to several animal rescue groups and religious organizations. We feature a local Easthampton artisan in our front window every year at the holidays and lend them our Main Street presence to help them get seen and hopefully sell their designs. I love having my business be noticed even more as people admire the wonderful 01027 sculptural bike rack out front. The Easthampton Chamber is like a family to me. Since joining the Chamber, they have opened their arms out to me. I've found support from like-minded people in the Chamber. I really feel like the Easthampton Chamber and Chamber members are on my side. I've really benefited from business referrals and wonderful circle of friendships. I'm a Chamber ambassador, which in fact she is, loud and clear at all times. A member of the events committee, and she volunteers as a photographer at the annual golf tournament, the snowball, and the beach ball. On a personal note, she's also my mother and father's neighbor. They're next door neighbors, and if you've never had a neighbor like Janel and Carla, it's really quite an experience. When my dad was ill toward the end of his life, they were incredibly wonderful and supportive. They are just great members of the community, and Janel is a wonderful addition to the chamber. So it is with great pleasure I would like to award to you the Outstanding Business Person of the Year, Janel Jorda.
So, that was a lot of stuff, wasn't it? You didn't know I was schmaltzy, huh? My mom says. So, first of all, don't worry about this piece of paper. It's just a big font because I'm getting old and I can't see. But it means a lot that Beth introduced me because she's right. And Carla and I, my beautiful bride of 12 years, we are next door neighbors to her mom and dad who passed. And so it means a lot to me because we loved Buddy. You think I'm a character. Buddy do so, this was his famous line. You know why I like lesbians, Janel? No, Buddy, why do you like lesbians? Because they always pay their bills on time. I could see him every day. He would say that. I love him. And by the way, he's right. So the only reason I have this piece of paper is I don't want to forget anything. So thank you so much. Before I say anything, I want to acknowledge that Fran Fahey and Keith Woodruff were both nominated along with me. So they're really fantastic people who I admire really very much. And I want them to know that I share this award with them. So you should visit the award in my office. I keep wine in the refrigerator. And I do, it's our award. This right now is being taped, thank you, Pat, so that my 87-year-old parents, who are in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, can see this. Because they are very proud of their Polish Catholic number 5. Yes, the joke is I'm one of 6 Polish Catholic kids, Janel number 5. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's a whole other speech. So, I want to say directly to my parents that I owe my mom and dad, I owe my good work ethic to you. I did everything that you told me to do, except marry a Polish doctor. No offense, Carla. Sorry. Actually, I did better than a Polish doctor. I was lucky enough to marry my best friend, Carla Youngblood. And she's my sounding board, my biggest cheerleader, and she's my chief inspiration officer in my business. When I finally made the decision to start my own business back it's 2004, not 14, it's been a long time. I wanted to do well, but I also wanted to do good. And I wanted to have a heart of service in my business. And I've made it a point to give as much of myself as I could to nonprofits and to charities and to artists. And especially to give as much as myself as I can to the Easthampton community. And it's a community that I have grown to love. I feel really blessed to be a part of the business community of Easthampton and a part of the Easthampton Chamber. The Easthampton Chamber is like a family to me now, and it's provided me a lot of opportunities for me and for my business to grow. And I feel really positive with all the changes happening in the Chamber, and I really feel that the Chamber has made incredible momentum. And it's made me get more involved, and I volunteer, like Beth said, as an ambassador in the events committee and photographing events. And I encourage you guys to do it because it's great. Everybody in our chamber is really great. They're down to earth and they're normal and they're cool and funky and funny. And it's a whole different world now, and I feel really good about it. For the first time, I feel really good about it. So I can't thank you enough. And this award and this chamber family means the world to me. So thanks so much.